been an issue for many years. On an average night, just in New York City, around 62,351 people will sleep in homeless shelters. However, out of this number, those are the few lucky people that actually get to be in the shelter. Many more people are stuck on the streets and sleeping on the streets. Homelessness has not been an issue just currently. It's been an issue for many, many years. Homeless shelters have actually been around, recorded since the 1640s, and have helped to provide shelter, food, encouragement, and skills to help get people off their feet and out of homelessness and into jobs and life. So homelessness can happen to anyone in their lives, and you will want people to help take care of you if you ended up being homeless or anybody that you cared about. After I volunteered at a homeless shelter and done research on this topic, I want to encourage people to take time out of their lives and volunteer their time, money, or resources at a homeless shelter. Today, I am going to discuss the need for volunteers, how one can get involved, and the rewards to volunteering. So the population of people experiencing homelessness has increased each year. Thus, homeless shelters need more volunteers. According to the National Alliance to End Homelessness report, it states that on an average night in America, around 564,708 people experience homelessness. So thus, with this increase of people and it continuously increasing of people with homelessness, there needs to be more volunteers in homeless shelters. Also, with the more increase of people, then thus there's more tasks that also need to be done in homeless shelters. And then also, according to Spencer, on an average night, a shelter needs about 20 to 30 volunteers. But again, with the increase of population of people in homeless shelters and the increase of people going to homeless shelters, they need even more than those 20 to 30 volunteers. So now that we know why homeless shelters need volunteers, now how can one get involved and how to get involved into volunteering? So one main big part of how to get resource of how to get volunteered is go to the homeless shelter's website. Almost every homeless shelter has a website. So go on there and you can find out how to get involved. You can apply to get volunteer. You can also find out what things that they need done, what resources that they need. And also, events are a big thing in homeless shelters. So that, especially around Christmas time, Thanksgiving, the holidays, they have a lot of events going on. And those are big, major ways to get involved and volunteer at a homeless shelter. So now that you know how to get involved at a homeless shelter, next you will find out what the rewards are to volunteering. So no matter how you volunteer at a homeless shelter, I can guarantee to you that it will be rewarding. When you volunteer at a homeless shelter, you don't just volunteer and take out your time and just spend time with these people, but you're actually making a lasting impact on these people's lives. So Vanessa, she was worked for the Coalition of the Homeless, and she was a volunteer for them. And she stated that the coalition has filled a huge hole in her heart. She said, we pull up to each stop and send the clients off with a hot meal. I know that if only for that moment in time, my crew and I have made a big difference in someone's life. So that just again showing that how you can make a lasting impact in someone's life. And Leanne, a former homeless woman from the Hope House Foundation, stated that if it weren't for Hope House, I wouldn't be talking to you here right now. So it just shows how much of an impact you can make on somebody's life, just volunteering some time. Volunteering doesn't only impact somebody's life, though. It can also be very gratifying and impact your life. One way that your life can be impacted is you are spending time with these people, which means you can learn from their stories that they tell you. You can listen to them, find out you're going to be surrounded with all different types of people, different ages, and different backgrounds, different cultures. And so you can learn from these people and their life stories and what they've been through, which is one of the best things to how to learn is to learn from somebody else and through their stories. Also, you can also be really rewarding. You can make new friends. So you can make friends with other people volunteering. You can meet new people that are in the shelter, make friends with them. So that's also not only impacting other people's lives, but your life can be impacted as well. So today, I hope I sparked your interest in volunteering at homeless shelters. We discussed the reasons why homeless shelters need volunteers, how to get involved, and the rewards to volunteering. So next time when you're walking down a street or driving down the street and you see somebody holding up a sign saying, I need money or food, just stop. Instead of just going by, stop and kind of think, what could they be going through this right now? What kind of circumstances and what kind of pain might they be feeling at that moment? However, a lot of times it's not the best idea to give somebody just money that's on the streets. So instead, a way you could help them is send them to a place, and also to go and volunteer at a homeless shelter. That is one major way to go and help those people. So let's go, once you see that, go think about maybe volunteering at a homeless shelter. So now it's time to start adding a little light into this dark world. Thank you.